This here is a 2021 Mazda 6. This is what the key fob looks like. There's no any buttons anywhere except here on the side. So you have the lock, unlock, and then hold the two, pop the trunk because it does not go all the way up. And then this here is the panic. The exterior color is blue metallic, so you can see the sparkles here in the sun. Let's quickly go look at the trunk. So you can see it doesn't just open up, it just pops. Really decent sized trunk. Apologies if there's too much wind. This is a rental, so I'm trying to quickly film it for you guys. Here's what the rear looks like. Dual exhaust tips. The wheels are 17 inch, so it's wrapped around with 225 55R17. There's the fuel door. It does not lock and unlock with the car doors. You have to go and then pull this lever over here. It is not a capless system, it's a regular one. So you have to spin quite a bit. The driver and passenger door does have keyless entry, so pushing that button will lock the doors. Pushing it again will unlock it. The button itself is a bit stiff. Not sure if it's because of the cold. Here's the one on the passenger side. So again, it doesn't have a sensor behind the handle. You have to push this to unlock it. Here's the passenger side. Door handle. There's this trim piece. Lock and unlock. The window control. Door pockets. It does have push button start, so let's just put my foot on the brake and push the button to start the engine. Turn on the hazards, and then as well as the headlights. Let's take a look. It does beep to indicate the car is still running. You can see the turn signal on the mirror. Looking here in the rear seats, good amount of legroom, some vents for the rear passengers, 2 cup holders, a place for a phone, and then you also have a charging ports in there and more storage. Perforated leather over here. Window switch, it's full automatic, up and down, that's nice. Pockets behind the seats. So when the door is unlocked, you have this red over here, and then if it's locked, that disappears. Again, all 4 windows were fully automatic. Suspend people from opening the windows in the back. This is the mirror controls, so you can turn it over here and then go right and left, up and down as well. So to adjust the mirror, and then center won't do anything. Using this over here on the steering wheel, we can go through the different menus. So this is the adaptive cruise control, compass, trip A, trip B, service due in 4,340 kilometers. But the car is telling me from day 1 that it needs an oil change. And then back to the kind of like a driver assistance screen. Now over here on the left, we have the traction control off, and then also the lane keeping off, I believe. So you can see over there, kind of turns on and off using this button. And then this here is for the hood and then the fuel door. Soft touch over here, pretty nice overall. On the right side of the steering wheel, we have the distance for the cruise control to adjust it, and then set as well as resume. So you can always push these buttons inwards in the middle again for this as well, or you can go to the next track if you use these ones. So there are pretty much 3 functions: volume up and down, talk to the car, hang up and answer, and then on as well as off mode. It does have Apple CarPlay, so plugging it in with a lightning cable, we can quickly access it. Heated steering wheel, heated driver as well as passenger seats, 3 ways. And then automatic dual zone climate control, so the passenger can choose a different temperature, or you can sync them together. On and off, recirculation, the AC button, the fan speeds, modes, front and rear defroster. Hazards are over here around these very nice looking vents. It does have a sunroof. The visibility is pretty good, and the car does have blind spot mirrors. It's kind of hard to see it, but like you might see it right there. There's like that little spot over here. On most cars it's easier to see, but on this one you kind of have to look at the right angle, and then you see that spot where it would light up. Otherwise it's kind of invisible, so that's pretty cool. Grab handles. There's the mirror over here, sunroof controls, sunglass holder to control the lights to turn on when you open the door and stuff. This is the headlight control, so it does have automatic high beams even, and then you have your regular on and off. Over here on the right is the wiper control, so it does have automatic wipers, so we can pull to wash it, and then if we need to wipe it once, we just push it up, and then this is to kind of control it manually. It does have a gear selector, so we can shift to reverse, which will turn on the backup camera, which does not have the best resolution. And then we have neutral, drive, and then also manual shifting over here. The car does have sport mode. If I push this forward, it shows up right there, and then to turn it off, you just push it down. This is a touch screen, so we can select it that way, or we have this knob over here that we can control it like that. Quick buttons to go to navigation, which this one is not equipped with it, so I'm using Apple CarPlay for that. Favorites button, so you can go up, down, left, and right, and then push down for select. So if I go here, example for settings, just push down, it selects it. Electronic parking brake, and then auto hold. So as soon as I come to a complete stop and I push the brake far enough, the car will hold, and I don't have to have my foot on the brake pedal. This is the mute as well as the volume knob. Opening this up, there's 2 cup holders. And then in here is where you'll find a 12-volt outlet, an SD card slot, 2 USB ports, and an auxiliary. And this is the one that you use for Apple CarPlay. The glove box is now lockable. Some extension here for the sun visors. Information on top of the rear view mirror. Let's quickly look through this infotainment system. So there's the application, so we can see the fuel economy monitor. So that's what that looks like. And then vehicle status, warning guidance. There's nothing. Maintenance. Oil change in 4,340 kilometers. But again, the cars keep telling me that it's due for some reason. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. Going over here to entertainment, we have FM, AM, AHA, Pandora, Stitcher, Bluetooth, USB 1 as well as 2. For some reason it's not letting me go down that far. And then of course we have the auxiliary. Communications will be our mobile phone, which is not connected at the moment. And then we can go to settings and then select some options. Of course, we don't have navigation, but it does show us the latitude and elevation and kind of like a compass. And then settings, here's the display, so we can turn it off and then push it again to turn it back on. Turn display off and show clock. So if you want to see just the time, you can do so. System, we have auto. You can actually switch it to the nighttime look if you want to, but I'm gonna prefer auto. Brightness, contrast, restore to factory settings. Again, it's a touchscreen, so we can just go this way. So safety, distance recognition support system. So we can see that warning distance is far, medium, and near. I have it set on far. And I believe that's also like showing you if you're following someone too closely. It's kind of like illuminates that you should keep more distance. It becomes like orange over here in between. SBS over here, so warning distance, warning volume. I'm not sure if this has the autonomous emergency braking or is it just warning. Blind spot monitoring system, so there's the warning volume you can set. Lane keeping assist system, intervention, sensitivity, lane departure alert. Alert type is a vibration. You can have a beep or a rumble, whichever one you prefer. Vibration strength, and then reset. There's the sound, so we can have the bass set. The speakers are okay. They could be better, but everyone has their own preference when it comes to speakers. And then those are the settings I kind of have it on at the moment, but it's all right. Adjust time, GPS sync. We probably can't do this, or we can. Time format, time zone, and then daylight saving. Rain sensing wipers, door locks, automatic door lock is on, keyless lock beep, so you can have that much louder if you want. Auto relock time, 60 seconds. You can have that to 30 or 90 seconds. Unlock mode, all doors, or we can just unlock the drivers. The unlock mode is the reason why as soon as I push the button on the passenger side, it didn't open the passenger door. You have to push it twice for it to open, so that way when you come on your own and you just push the button on the driver's door, rest of the door is locked except the driver door gets unlocked. So that's a nice safety feature there. Walk away lock, so we can do that. Let's turn that on, why not? Turn signals, you can adjust the turn signal volume. Interesting. So this is low, and then this is high. 3 flush turn signal. This could be how we did this. Wait. Yeah, see, it doesn't do that anymore. I don't know why you would turn that off. It's pretty nice when you're changing lane. You just, do that, and then it does the turn signal for you. But if you don't like it, you can turn it off, as you could tell. Lighting, interior light timeout, door open, interior light timeout, door close, high beam control. There's the headlight off timer, coming home, auto headlights on. Devices, Bluetooth or Apple Carplay and Android Auto. System, tooltips, VR examples, and then language. We can change to Fahrenheit, distance to miles, and then pretty much restore to the factory settings. And that's about it for the infotainment system. Now, I haven't found a way to show my speedometer in digital form. It's like I have to look into this analog. Even though when I go through the info, I haven't really figured out how to see it digitally. I guess it doesn't have that option. But yeah, there's no way to see it digitally as far as I can see. This is to control the dimness of the screen. It's probably easy if I turn on the lights and then try to show it. Yeah, you can see right there. So at night, this is pretty bright, and it took me quite a bit of time to figure out where this thing is. But yeah, you can just push it down like that or turn it and then have it like that. That's much better during the night time. It's obviously you can't see it right now, but that's because the lights are on. But if I put it on auto, you can see in the daytime we see perfectly fine. So during this daytime, it's nice and bright, and then once it's like dark outside and the lights turn on, it will pretty much, I guess, dim it. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for this quick review of the Mazda 6 from 2021. If you guys are new, consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys next time.